The fans are ready to go at Bingata Bowl. Golly, this is a super duper occasion. How about it? The center fielder, number 30, Howie Huber. Now batting, the right fielder, number 33, Fowler Henson.
Too low. Strike.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
Nope, low. That's a strike.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
Strike.
Scoop up a plate of maki at Ground Roll Sushi, located on level 2. Now batting,
Level.
the center fielder, number 20, Hasten Faulkner.
There's a strike. You're out.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 21, J.R. Prince.
The right. Nope, it's eyeball. Out.
The shortstop, number 23, Rhett McClary.
Big ol' juicy tomato. Please just promise not to throw.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, Digit Suarez.
That's high. Ball is inside.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Bingo Majaya.
No, low. That's foul. Right. High ball. Strike 3.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 93, Emery Correa.
Strike.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 70, Nikolai Prince.
That's wrong. That's high. Ball outside.
Carolyn Undermeyer.
Low ball. Too low.
Batting, the third baseman, number 13, Hank Hess.
Strike. Strike. You're out.
Batting, the second baseman, number 33, Boston Dakota.
There's a strike.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Prince.
Ball low. High ball.
Now back, the second baseman, number 22, Turner Boyd.
Nope. High. Foul. Strike.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Howie Huber.
Ball. That's outside. Strike. They're out.
If you see the team mascot around, give them a wedgie for a free slice of sushi poutine. Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Elijah Peterson.
There's a strike. Oh, that ball's low.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Parker Rivera.
No, that's low. The right.
The left fielder, number 88, Atlas. Yes.
Strikey, strike, strike. The right. High ball. No, outside. Out. Ooh.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 33, Fowler Henson.
Strike. That's foul ball. Foul ball. Ball. Foul. Directly out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans. designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
Low ball. Nope, it's that ball.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, dig it, Suarez.
Strike. Ball low.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Bingo Majaya.
The right. That's a strike.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 93, Emery Correa.
That's high.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 20, Payson Faulkner.
No, outside. Low ball. That's one.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 21, J.R. Prince. The shortstop, number 23, Rat McClary.
Nope, high. There's a strike. You're out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Vince.
Foul. That's all.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 22, Turner Lloyd.
High ball. Foul. There's a strike.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Howie Huber. Scoop up a plate of maki at Ground Roll Sushi, located on level 2. Now batting, a designated hitter, number 4, Madeline Undermeyer.
Strike.
Houston, Dakota.
That's a strike. The right.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 33, Fowler Henson.
The right.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
Strike. Strike.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
And strike. That's high.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, Diggett Suarez. Now pitching, Hannah Bradley.
Strikey, strike, strike. Ball.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Bingo Majaya.
Take a base.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 93, Emery Ria.
That's foul. Ball. That's inside. That's down. The right. The right.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Elijah Peterson.
There's a strike. Strike. Ball.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Parker Lavera.
That's a strike. Ball inside. Well. Ball, that's outside.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 88, Atlas S.
Better believe it, a strike. The right. Strike three.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Prince.
Strikey, strike, strike.
The second baseman, number 22, Turner Lloyd. Now back, the center fielder, number 30, Howie Huber.
Ball, that's inside. High ball.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 33, Fowler Henson.
Nope, inside ball. Right. The right.
Now batting, center fielder, number 20, Payson Faulkner. Now batting, the right fielder, number 21, J.R. Lentz.
There's a strike. Strike. Out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 23, Brett McClary.
Ball. No, outside. Strike. Oh, ball. That's one. Out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
Nope, high. That's one. Out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
It's outside. That's high. There's a strike.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, Dinget Suarez. Now pitching, Alina Anubis. Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Bingo Najai.
Take your base.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 93, Emery Correa.
The right.
damn. He was churning through it. I thought he had a chance. God, if the Stingers lose this game, they have to melt it down. Guy Young is throwing a perfect game into the 8th inning. You have 11 hits and no runs. I could have come back earlier, but I didn't want to jinx anything with how he was going. I was like, I'm not doing a thing until something definitive happens. I wonder how many strikeouts he has in just this game. 23 on the season. Because he was racking them up early on. Holy cow. 2 base hits to break up the no-hitter, then strikes out the next 3.
The first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Fritz.
Oh, he did say that, Aggie.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 22, Turner Lloyd. Now batting, Leon Thomas.
I don't even know if that worked.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Allie Huber.
And after everything that's happened in this one, 11 hits, the Astros have a chance to walk it off. And Guy Young will still be on the mound.
Now in the game, Locks de Leon.
Just a bit outside.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Jason Faulkner. Now batting, the right fielder, number 21, J.R. Prince.
Ball inside. The right.
Okay, so I don't know if we've ever had an extra inning game in SSBL history 0-0. I really cannot think of a time. Like maybe season 1 or 2 where my memory's a bit fuzzy, but I sure do not remember an extra innings game at 0-0. That's crazy.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
That's down. Nope, inside ball.
Had one in the minors, Diamondbacks versus Crawlers.
Number 29, Jet County.
Thank you, Kwashi. Well, I gave you the band hammer. Unrelenting.
The shortstop, number 23, Brett McClary.
And man, this is only the second guy I can think of to pitch into a 10th inning. I think Jamie Reese did it in the first week last year. The game against the Lumberjacks, and he gave up a first pitch home run, I'm pretty sure, in the 10th inning as a walk-off home run. Now that I say that, that game was pretty low scoring too. I don't think it was 0-0 though. Golly, 10 innings for Guy Young. And his offense cannot do anything.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, Digit Perez.
Outside. That's high.
Oh, leadoff double maybe?
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Bingo Majaya.
That's down. No, outside. No, ball four.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 93, Emery Ria.
And I don't offhand remember a pitcher ever being jacked before. Aggie, did Beef Boy ever get jacked? I feel like he would have been close in one of our playoff games. Season 8 or season 9, where
The first baseman, number
he
7,
basically walked the bases loaded in the first inning and then retired 21 in a row, at least. I feel like he got up there, but man, those performances would be few and far between. Well, and especially for us, since, back in the day, it was just
Now batting, the second baseman, number 18,
exhibition mode.
Marks
People
Dillon.
probably rarely even got to jacked, really, unless you were to legitimately throw in nearly a perfect game or something, or even if you had 2 or 3 home runs in a game, you probably weren't jacked. So literally here with carrying mochos over is the only time you ever even sniff that. Another chance for the Stingers here. 2 on, 2 out, top 11, and they ground it to Faulkner. Bottom 11th we go. What will Guy Young do in the bottom of the 11th? And he does come in jacked. That is incredible. And he gives up a base hit. That will send him right back down most likely. Yep. That will probably do it for him. 10 plus innings. Rarely been seen before in the SSBL. The Astros again with a chance to walk it off, and they've got the winning run on base. The Paul Guevara, which is surprising. Alina Carter. 1-2 here to Carter. Swing and a miss.
The left fielder, number 88, Atlas. Yeah.
Does either team want to win this game? Oh, Atlas best might. Oh, what's off the wall? Dangerous throw to just second base. And the winning run 90 feet away, and who other than Kaysen Faulkner to the plate. 0 for 4 tonight. I think the ultimate irony, the runner on third is Guy Young's. Diving stop by Maya, but he's not going to get Faulkner. Game over. Oh. That just makes me feel dirty. Oh, that is just unbelievable. Astros win 1-0 after the Stingers starting pitcher throws 10 innings and does get the earned run. 12 hits for the Stingers and could not score a run. Guess your problem is that 8 of those 12 hits came from 3, 4, 5. Not much else otherwise. Just 5 hits for the Astros. Faulkner with the walk-off infield single. So yeah, wow. The last 2 starts for Guy Young have been 1-0 losses to the High Rollers and to the Astros. That's unbelievable. And just downright disgusting. 10 innings, just 3 hits, and 1 earned run, the ultimate irony, and he falls to 1-2 on the season. 8 strikeouts. Win goes to Anubis, who did pitch 3 2/3. He have only 1 hit, 2 walks. And Guy Young's your top bill. Eastman, Rathskeller, and Jet County. And we will try and forget that one as best we can. I think the writing is on the wall for the Stingers, sitting at by far the worst record in baseball right now. 1-8. Next door neighbors Express and Monstars at 2-6. But it's just not looking good for them at all. And we'll go here to the Stingers and the Serpents. Not the Stingers, idiot. Storm and the Serpents. Got Smith and Nava, Thrustmaster, Quas, Rose, Gallagher, Alvarez, Santiago, is Jin, Oldham. Yep. For Serpents. Okay, push arrest. We are bringing in Luke Morrow first. Smoke Lowry H. Trailing to third. Flop from the lineup. Okay. Number 1 is Shields. Yeah, both Praline and Jefferson actually on fire. So it's Hazeldine. Luke Morrow's at first baseman. Smoke Lowry's DHing. Pralines at third base. All right, we shall play ball. The 4-4 Storm, the 3-5 Serpents. Both teams trying to kind of make way for themselves after some messy starts to the season. Storm started 1-4 and have won 3 in a row. Wins over the Diamond Jacks, Unicorns, and Stingers. And as for the Serpents, they started 1-3 as well. Actually, they started 1-5 and have gotten wins over the Cyclones and the Stingers. And they will go head-to-head here.
The designated hitter, number 48, Spitzer Smith.
Yeah, it really does seem like it's over for the Stingers. Like, just out of curiosity, let's see what the rest of their schedule is. So they have the Quacks. That's maybe a winnable game. They are going through all of their road games in a row. They have to go to the Quacks, to the Diamond Jacks, to the Skulls. Those 3 games are winnable. None of those teams are really all that great right now. So they could go on a run and move to 4-8, but it's still a long way to go. And then they still have to go to the Mythic after the Skulls, to the Unicorns, and then Storm and Quacks. I mean, they've had a gauntlet at the start of the season. Like, they had the Bombers early, they had the High Rollers early. So the back portion of the schedule isn't the worst. Like, they could win some games here, but I mean, starting 1-8 is just a massive hole to climb out of. And they're like -20 in run differential. Only scored 31 runs. And they've scored 0 or run. They've scored fewer than 3 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 out of the 9 games they've scored fewer than 3. So maybe just something to think about for the Stingers. We're here already at the bottom of the first, actually. Serpents have a runner aboard on second. Cervantes at the plate. That's over the shortstop's head. Are they going to send the runner? They will. Going to home. It's going to be close. It's not going to be in time, though. And the Serpents strike first here. 500% faster than anyone was able to strike in game number 1 here tonight. Need it. We're 16 wins to make playoff, it seems. Yeah, off of the couple of sims you've done so far, it does seem that. And I think that is one good thing about, I mean, I know people made some points where, you know, people who made it to basically, you know, the conference finals and even the Super Series wouldn't make it in if we did it this way this year. But, you know, it incentivizes doing well in the regular season. Like, you need to be a minimum at 500 to make it into the postseason. The Knights are a very interesting thing because, like, they're very streaky, I guess, because, you know, they got to like a 4-2 start. Now they've dropped like 3 in a row, and like the offense has disappeared, and the pitching hasn't been super great. But like, you know, I didn't do all that much to this team from last year to this year, and they've gotten worse. So I don't know what I might have done wrong there, but it is what it is. Also, just, you know, you have players, you know, who were white hot last year. You know, like, you had Sierra Triffic for the Dragons last year. She had quite a few home runs, and she only hit her first this week. So you just kind of have some players regressing to the norm, maybe, you know. That's fair.
Now batting, third baseman,
I mean, I tried to. My main focus was improving their pitching and bullpen, and I mean, I think it's helped to some degree, but I think I may need to make a change in the second half and put the draft pick into the long reliever spot instead of who is in there now, because that guy just always can explode. So right now, okay, Pax Church, that's what it is. I think next half Pax Church goes into long reliever spot, and it's who this is it? It might be Sage Richards, who's the long reliever right now. No, it's Simon Turnbull. That's what it is.
The right fielder, number 31, Havoc Overlord. Now batting, a second baseman, number 6, Kinley Mess.
Grounded to short. Hokey's there. Throws in time for out number 3. We go top of the third, just a 1-0 game here.
Free slice of sushi poutine. Now batting, the right fielder, number 77, Eliana Gallagher.
That's a strike.
Tough dive there by Mess, but gets the throw there in time.
Now batting,
Nice job staying with it.
number 48, Corey Alvarez.
Ho, ho. No, no. Ho, ho. That's up.
Full count to Alvarez,
Nope, ball 4.
and the batter will walk.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35, Rowan Santiago.
That's down.
That is into left center. Back it goes. It is gone. And the Storm take the lead. Santiago's first home run of the season goes 434 feet and puts the Storm on top 2-1.
Ball, that's low. Ball, ball.
Take Shields down to neutral. Oh, this one's another long ball to left field, and that is in the stands. Storm go back to back. It's 3-1. 404 for Blitzer Smith. He smacks his 4th of the season.
Number 15, Damian Neva.
Ball, that's outside. Hey. Ball outside.
Run it to Mess. Morrow in time.
Now batting,
Route number
the
2,
first
and here
baseman,
is Miller
number 25,
Thrustmaster.
Miller Thrustmaster.
We're going to have a real heck of a time figuring out who is going to be Rookie of the Year. We'll have like a pitching and a position player one, but golly, there's a lot of choices. I mean, Reese has been great. Fisher was good last night. And then you've got pitching-wise, I mean, Tyke Gutierrez was great last night too, but the error from Tygo Gave up his first earned run of the season. Chaco's been pretty solid for the Quacks, but not to the same level as I think some of the others on this list. Church has been pretty good though too. Ghost McGregor, Piston Knee, Hardcore Bowls, Bonnie Push-Ups, Martinez. Got some strong categories there at the top for pitchers, at least right now. But I mean batters. I mean you have batters up and down this roster. Houndstooth's doing great. Probably not Radical or Hale right now. But it's Adele Gordon. Bingo Mayhaw's doing pretty well as well. And then you've got Screw Brazon. You've got Charlie Merritt. You've got just a ton of people on this list. I mean, heck, you've got Leon Praline. There's a ton of people at the bottom of the second round that are, like, have great arguments towards, you know, a potential Rookie of the Year run.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 58, Marcos Cervantes.
No, inside.
1-2 here to Cervantes. Fouls it off.
That's inside.
Grounded to second. Cuevas flipped to Thrustmaster in time for round number 3. We go top 4, still a 3-1 ball game. 4, 5, and 6 do it for the Storm.
Number 83, Travis Hokie.
Pitcher.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 28, Neville Cuevas.
At low. Ball not outside. No, low.
That one's the third. Praline there. Across the diamond in time for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 26,
Is Snack Rose.
Bat down. The strike.
Bottom 4th, Juliet Ward. Will lead things off here for the Serpents.
There's the strike.
Here's as we go like through it, like who would be the biggest steal? Like what was the biggest value late? I mean, even in free agency. Ashton Brock, kind of 8th pick of the 3rd round. He's been pretty good. Judd Longstop, 4th pick of the 3rd round. Pretty solid for the high rollers. Error there. Have to look closer at some of these pitchers. There was a good amount of pitchers taken 3rd round. Praline at 23 at the end of the second. Probably gonna be hard to beat. Serpent's got something going here. Bottom 4. 2 on, 1 out. It's Havoc Overlords at the plate. Whoopsie.
Ball outside.
There. It's going to be another error.
Now batting the second
2 errors in this. Oh, they only charged 1 of them. But some missed opportunities for the Storm this half inning, and the Serpents have the bases open or loaded for Kinley Mess. Chopper to short. Hokie flips Cuevas first, not in time. It's a 1-run ball game.
catcher, number 42, Tyler Hazeldine.
Left down.
Swing and a miss, throw down to first. In time for out number 3. It's a 1-run ball game now as we go top 5, 3-2 in favor of the Storm.
Eliana Gallagher.
That's a swing. No, inside.
Now batting the center fielder, number 48, Corey Alvarez.
Ball.
Alvarez with a base hit up the middle. 1 on, 1 out here for the Storm.
Now batting the catcher, number
Owen
35,
Santiago.
Owen Santiago.
Ball.
Runner is going, that will work. Didn't really put anyone out of position, just was a good hit from Santiago.
Designated
2 on, 1 out. Here's another one of the home run hitters. It's Blitzer Smith. He is on fire. Runner in scoring position, but a good amount of speed. The throw is to second, and it's an easy gun there. Guess you can't totally call that worthless, but does feel a bit unnecessary. As that is into the left, and closing on it is Cervantes. We're out number 3, and the Storm are turned away. We'll go bottom 5. Top of the order due up for the Serpents.
The first baseman, number 19, Luke Morrow.
And the Serpents do have some bats, though. Luke Morrow might be the quietest 410 hitter in the league. Just overlooked by Praline and all everything.
Jefferson.
There, Jefferson's on fire by hitting 210. Must be having a what? Man, this guy's
Ball. That's low.
some defensive plays. And on fire? How do you do that?
That's high.
Full count to Jefferson.
That's up. Ball.
And Jefferson goes up the middle for a base hit. Tying run aboard here for the Serpents.
Now batting
That brings up Cervantes.
number 58, Marcos Cervantes.
Hey. Ball. That's a swing.
And that's a base hit into right field. Serpents once again have runners on first and second and 1 out. Chance to tie things up here. Juliet Ward to the plate.
Ball. That's outside.
Okay. Can't say as I've ever seen that before. Oh, that is a moonshot, and the Serpents will retake the lead 5-3. .422 for Juliet Ward, and the Serpents run back into the lead.
A designated hitter, number 2. Now pitching, Piston Lee.
Piston Lee might be one of the last pitchers in the league with a perfect ERA now. Off the end of the bat, Rose makes the grab there for out number 2. And here is Praline, 571. 6 home runs, 17 RBIs.
Ball, let's go. Let's hurry.
Ground out to end the inning, but not before the Serpents retake the lead 5-3 as we go to the top of the 6th.
Fielder, number 50, Damian Neva.
Ball inside.
Grab it 2 inside, almost got him on the wrist there. That's a bit of a bomber special to start off the inning for the Storm.
Now batting, the first baseman,
He's up,
number
Thrustmaster.
25, Miller Thrustmaster.
And Thrustmaster laces one up the middle, and it's 2 on and nobody out here for the Storm.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 83, Travis Oki.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. K collector for Shields here. Big pitch on the way. Slow roller to third. Praline gets the tag and will turn a double play.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 28, Neville Cuevas.
Wow. Not only doing it with the bat, doing it with the glove. Huge double play there to put 2 down. And Shields, nice play there to field her position. And we go bottom 6, 5-3 still the score.
Located on level 2. Now batting, the right fielder, number 31, Havoc Overlord.
Let's swing. Ball.
Second baseman, number 6, Henley Mass.
No, inside. High five. Outside.
You know, the second half is going to be really interesting for, you know, a number of reasons. I mean, you're going to have probably a couple of big trades. Like, you know, we've talked about a few teams that should probably unload a couple of players. So there'll be 1 or 2 marquee trades. But also, I think the interesting thing is just going to be how people retool the teams. Like, you know, give it a half and see who's doing well and what position. And, you know, maybe pull in a pitcher who did well in the bullpen. Maybe they become a starter and continue to do well and really kind of change the script a bit. And, you know, see what kind of different runs, or if, you know, teams that got hot in one half, can they continue to be hot in the second half? There's going to be a lot of interesting storylines with how we're doing it this year, and I think it's really going to be fun.
Ball inside.
It's a good point. It's an all-epic day. We're really starting to see some
Right fielder, number 77, Anna Gallagher.
some differences in the scheduling. We're going to have 2 teams on the heroic side actually stay at 8. The Express and the Monstars, both 2 and 6. Maybe the first game next week, potentially. I know the High Rollers double dip, so they'll be the first team to 10. They play in Game 4 tonight. Diamondbacks get to 9. Ooh, that's a fly ball, and we got a 1-run game. Busy looking at this, the standings. 4-10 for Gallagher. 5-4. That's That's 9. That's 9. Serpents get to 9 here. Guys get to 9 later. Oh, Mythic will be at 10 as well. Next game, they'll get to 10. Storm gets 9 here. They're at 9. Skulls will be at 9. 9 and 9. Interesting. So we're going to have 2 games spread between the highest and the lowest. We'll have 2 teams at 10 and 2 teams at 8. Oh, not quite a bomber special. Overlord able to track that one down. Out number 2 here is Blitzer Smith. Got a reliever in the game now for Shields. It's Gap Fletcher. And caught stealing for out number 3. We'll go bottom 7 to the 5-4 ball game. Top of the order 2 up here for the Serpents. Middle, tough dive there by Hokie. Can't quite get to it, and that's going to be a base hit to lead things off.
Number 2, Taylor Jefferson.
Nope, inside. Ball inside.
And a base hit into center field. Serpents got something brewing here. Bottom 7 now.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 58, Marcos Cervantes. Now pitching, Levi Ramirez.
They will pull Lee in favor of Ramirez. That one's to Hokie. Makes the grab there at his ankle for out number 1.
Number 7, Juliet Ward.
No, no. Ball. Ball low. Take your base.
Juliet Ward will draw the walk to load the bases and brings up Smoke Lowry. Oh, and they're going to squeeze him. Does not. Oh, there was only 2 outs. I'm an idiot.
The third baseman, number 17, Leanne Fraley.
Got ahead of myself.
Take your base.
Piston Lee, I think you're right. I think I saw that name
Right fielder, number
earlier.
31, Havoc Overlord.
Yeah, he was taken 23rd in the first round. But that is Piston Lee's earned run, so he is no longer a perfect ERA. So Serpents push it back to a 2-run lead as we go top 8. Now it's the top of the Storm's order.
Number 48, Bitzer Smith.
Rounds it tomorrow, and he'll take it himself for out number 1.
Batting, the left fielder, number 15, Damian Nava.
That one, left field line. If it stays fair, it's off the pole. And it's a 1-run game again. Just tapped the pole down the left field line. And it's 6-5.
The first baseman, number 25, Miller Rustmaster.
Straightaway center field, caught by Jefferson. That's out number 2.
The shortstop, number 83, Travis Hokie.
There is Hokie. And a strikeout to end the inning, but 6-5 now as we go bottom of the 8th. Mess, Hazeldine, and Morrow due up.
Second baseman, number 6, Kinley Mess.
And that one scoots perfectly through the left side of the infield. And Mess is aboard with leadoff base hit.
Now batting, a catcher, number 42, Tyler Hazeldine.
Ball not outside.
Bit of a wild pitch there, and that's a free 90 feet for the Serpents.
No, that's high. That's down. That's ball four.
Walk to Hazeldine, puts 2 on, nobody out, and Luke Morrow at the plate.
Luke Morrow.
Ramirez, no slouch as a reliever himself, a .82 ERA. But in some high pressure situations here, 1-2 to Morrow.
Nope, inside.
Up the middle, Hokie snags it! Oh, runner just touched the base in time, prevented a double play.
Taylor Jefferson. Now pitching, Demi Gomez.
Here comes the closer, Demi Gomez. Trying to get 2 more outs to keep this a 1-run game.
That's inside.
Tough out versus K Collector, and it's K Collector with the strikeout, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 58, Marcos Cervantes.
That's low.
That's grounded to thrust pressure. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, that was unnecessarily risky. We go top of the 9th, last chance for the Storm. They need 1 to tie here. And it is 5, 6, and 7 due up. 0-2 here to Cuevas.
No high.
Got Fletcher still on the mound here. Floater over the head of the third baseman. Praling couldn't grab it, and the tying run is aboard for the Storm.
The third baseman, number 26, Snack Rose.
Outside. Ball four. This is it.
That goes up the middle, and no one's able to catch it. And the tying run in scoring position now for the Storm.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And it's
number
the
77,
big bat of Ileana Gallagher. Already with a home run here tonight. Already got 4 on the season. Another base hit. Will they send the runner from third? They will. Overlord's got a decent arm. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. An RBI double. And it's tied 6-6. Still nobody out here for the Storm.
Now pitching, Paisley Thompson.
Fletcher goes out. Paisley. Oh my goodness. Is that an infinity ERA, or is that she just actually have a 99 ERA? Is 99 the biggest they can put? Can they not put triple-digit ERAs?
Nope, inside.
2-2 to Corey Alvarez. Bounce it off. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the catcher. Now batting, Julia.
Oh, she must have only thrown like 1 out this season, I guess, or maybe that was her first out. Up the middle, it's a base hit. Storm will take the lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 48, Bitzer Smith.
Right to Praline. They're going to go the long way for the double play, and they get it. Got it by a step, kept the extra run from scoring, but the Serpents will need at least 1 to try and tie things here in the 9th. It's 4, 5, and 6, a big part of the order so far here tonight.
John Ware.
Defensively, Sean Ware comes in. He will be behind the plate for Gomez.
Ball.
1-1. That's hit well, but right at the right fielder, Gallagher, who tied it up, will make the grab there for one away. Here's the insert for today, Smoke Lowry. He's got a 1-1 count.
Ball outside.
Popped it up. It's foul territory. And Ware will grab it for out number 2. Last chance for the Serpents. Who else than Leon Praline to take the plate appearance? On fire, hitting .556 on the season. One swing can tie us up. And it's a 1-1 count. She fouls it off 1-2. K collector for Gomez again. And there it is! Praline ties us at 7! .468 from Praline, her 7th on the season. It's a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 9th.
Let's strike. That's high. Goal ball.
And again, we go to extra innings. 2 games last night into extra innings, 2 games here tonight already. We still got 2 to go. Storm start things off with a base hit into left. And to think about it, how big was the decision by Praline in the top of the 9th? Instead of trying to throw home and get the out there, she trusts her arm and tries to turn the double play to prevent the run from scoring, and they are able to turn it, and they don't get the 8th run across in the 9th. That's a chopper back to the mound. They can't quite turn it. There's a runner at first for Travis Hokie, who's 0 for 4 tonight.
Ball inside.
I mean, honestly, hindsight is 20/20. Definitely probably should have walked her when you've got a 500 batter on fire staring you down. But then you bring the game-winning run to the plate, and so I don't know. You probably don't want to be facing the game-winning run as opposed to just accepting a tie. But I guess even if you give the home up to her, you face the game-winning run anyway. So up the middle, a diving stop by Mess. The throw in. Oh no! A drop by Morrow, and the inning continues. And the Storm take advantage of the error. We've got Snack Rose at the plate. Thompson's running out of stamina. Approaching 25 pitches. 3-1 the count. Full count, runners going. That is a fly ball into center field, but too much under it. Jefferson able to track it down for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. Serpents a chance to walk it off. It's Mess, Hazeldine, and Morrow due up. Actually, they will pull Mess in favor of Caleb Flynn. Gomez still in the game for the Storm. And that's a base hit up the middle. The winning run aboard for the Serpents. And, well, they wanted to give English some rest, but extra innings forces him into the lineup. Oh, and English is going to walk it off! Well, that fixes his mojo at least. The Serpents win it 9-7 over the Storm. Both teams with 14 hits. Spread fairly well across. Nava went 3 for 5 with a home run. Gallagher, Alvarez, and Santiago all had 2 hits. Gallagher and Santiago with home runs. For the Serpents, top of the order did work. Morrow 2 for 5. Jefferson 3 for 5. Cervantes 2 for 5. Praline with the game-tying home run. Then English with the game winner. Loss goes to Gomez. Starter Oldham only went 4 1/3, gave up 4 earned. Storm just about emptied their bullpen in this one. As for the Serpents, the win goes to Paisley Thompson. 2 innings of work, just 2 hits. Shields went 6 1/3, gave up 4, struck out 4 off of 7 hits. And your MVPs, Juliet Ward, Elena Gallagher, and Davian Nava. Let's see. Loss for the Storm, 7-9. So here come the Serpents a little bit. They're to 4-5. Things starting to turn around for them. 3 wins in a row. Got the Quacks and the Mythic up the next 2 games. And then we'll finish off this block of live games with the Bombers. So we'll see both halves of the hissing contest from the first half. All right, we watch this next game. Let's see. We have Shag. Don't. Let's see if there's any lineup changes. I think so. So I'm just gonna keep it. Ooh, Tony Duke though. Is there, so we're gonna have to suggest the lineup. I don't remember what happened to Duke. So that goes there, and then so they're on number 2. That is Buck Shelton. Ball. Then lineup, and they're at their number 1. Game 9. So it's Chung. All right, here we go. Five and 4 Mythic and the 3 and 5 Skulls. After a hot start, the Nova for the Mythic, the Nova's division has kind of gotten into a logjam. With the Skulls win, it could get really interesting. Mythic would only be a half game up over pretty much the rest of the division, except for the Stingers. The Storm, Unicorns, and Quacks are all 4 and 5, all with negative run differentials. Right now, it's the Storm at -4, the Quacks at -10, and the Unicorns -13. Mythic 5 and 4 right now, +6 on the season right now. Bolt Chung was an excellent pitcher last season. Not quite to the same level this year, at least right now. ERA is fairly high for him. Let's see what that was for him last season.
Right fielder, number 17, Emerson Ahmed.
Spell his name right. Oh, I did. Okay. Last regular season was 4 and 3 with a 2.47 ERA. Pitched 54 and 2/3 innings, gave up 15 earned runs, a whip of .75, opponent batting average of 163, and despite the, he does have K Collector though. I think it's K Collector falls behind a 58-9 strikeout to walk ratio. Gave up 6 home runs last season. So, and that could be a sneaky player that could be on the block if the Skulls kind of falter towards, the halfway point here. I mean, 3-5, they're not out of it, but they definitely really haven't wowed me in any way. I mean, they're kind of like doing the same thing they did last year. I mean, early on for the Skulls last year, their only wins were when we played out of conference games. So the Skulls this year started off 0-3. The only win for the Stingers, they lost to them 5-9, lost to the Storm, lost to the Diamond Jacks, then beat the Quacks 9-2, lost to the Unicorns 2-3, beat the Serpents 9-7, beat the Astros 3-2, then lost to the Cyclones 2-6. I mean, the run differential is close. It's 37-4, 40 against. But it's just weird. Like, I just feel like this team doesn't have a great identity. Cecilia Kent, though, puts the Skulls on top here early, 2-0. 2-run shot, and that's who they need. I remember that name from last year. 3 home runs. I feel like she had a lot last season. That was a name that kind of picked up steam late last year, I'm pretty sure. Cecilia Kent hit 325 last season and had 11 home runs and 20 RBIs. So that is a player the Skulls do need to get hot here. That was a good part of their offense last year. And then the part of it was Marco Mina. He also had double-digit home runs. So the 2-run home run makes it 2-0 Skulls as we go top 2. And we'll see what Bolt Chung can do, pitching with the lead. Theodoris gets struck out there.
Number 11, Ryan Bowen.
Runner up the middle, Tang in time to Figueroa.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6, Van Hammerhead.
Oh, and to the count. Fouled off by Hammerhead. Woo! Swing and a miss for out number 3. We go bottom of the second. Sasso, McGuire, and Figueroa. The bomber special gets down over the second baseman. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Skulls. Oh, Villegas. Nice diving snag there. Takes away a base hit.
Number 15, Testy Figueroa.
Into right. Oh, that gets down. But they're going to okey doke the runner. He had headed back to first, not thinking the catch was going to be made. So they get the out anyway, just in a slightly more unconventional way. So it's 2 down here for Stiff Bottom. That goes up the middle. Base hit, 2 on, 2 out now.
The shortstop, number 9, Luther Bugby.
1-2 here to Bugby. Skied center field, and Theodoros will make the grab there for out number 3. And we will go to the top of the 3rd. Vip Vance, Stinghale, and Tuple Villegas do up.
Catcher, number 32, Vamp Vance.
Good old Vip Vance of Vance Refrigeration. Grounded to first, Figueroa takes it himself for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 29, Ding Hale.
So we talked about the Skulls, talk about the Mythic Sum. Start off 4-0, and then the Sims were very unkind to them. 7-4 loss to the Cyclones, a 9-4 loss to the Bombers, a 9-7 loss to the High Rollers, and then a 4-3 loss to the Astros. The pitching really kind of not taking care of things there in those first 3. 7-9-9. So in that stretch of 3, that's 25 given up. In the first 4 games they played, they only gave up 17. Did have that 8 spot to the Stingers. But other than that, it's been fairly good. But pitching, at least starting off the second half, did not really live up to expectations. I don't know if you have spotted or not, but Bach Shelton probably got rocked in that second game. That would have been, ironically, against the Bombers, actually. Because he's got a whip that's over 2. I think an ERA that's double digits, so not exactly what you want from your number 2. Two down here for McGribbons. Slow roller off of first comes Figueroa, and back to first goes Figueroa. Then we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Harrell, Hint, and Tang do up. A 10.45 for Shelton. A 2.23 whip. That won't win you games. But that will. Nice strikeout there to start off the bottom of the 3rd. Flip to Shelton, that's 2 away. Here is Abel Tang. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Sheldon. We'll go top of the 4, still 2-0 Skulls.
With first baseman, number 8, Spicy Dupole.
That's a rocket. Center field, that's going to hit off the base of the wall, and that's going to be extra bases to start things off here for the Mythic in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 17, Emerson Pop.
I could take a look at their roster. I mean, they're one of the, Emerson Ahmed is going to tie the game up with a 2-run shot. Straight center field, 453. It's a 2-2 ball game. As I was going to say, if we look at the team ranks, do we still have, okay, overall rank. Mythic were, yeah, they're, they're 11th. I thought they were higher than that. Oh, okay, they are they're top rank in position players, but only 15th in pitching, so, yeah, I can see that now.
The shortstop, number 11, Ryan Bowen.
But the Mythic did use a bit of capital during this offseason, so I don't know what they might have at the midway point to potentially try and trade for some pieces. That one scoots to the left side, and the go-ahead runner will reach here, top of the fourth.
Designated hitter, number 6, Ben Hammerhead.
No, it wouldn't have to be a totally splashy move, but maybe just someone towards the end, because they got Mauricio Cardenas as their closing pitcher. Just a 168 overall, got a B minus. 41, 73, 54. Cecilia Bridges, 46, 64, 63. She's 173. So maybe could make a move there if they needed to, depending on how things go down the line. Is it going to hit the pole? It does! Absolutely snipes the pole with a 3-run shot, and the Mythic launch themselves into lead. Who other than Vit Vance with home run number 7 on the season?
Number 29, Ding Hale.
I believe that said 19 RBIs as well. There's no doubt about it, though. The Mythic absolutely smack. They have to be towards the top of the league in team home runs without much question. I mean, they just absolutely smack the ball around. That's a 2-run shot and a 3-run shot in this half inning alone. And that will chase Bolt Chung once again. Chung just not able to recreate the special season from last year. Head to the dugout with 5 earned runs.
Now batting at the left fielder, number 9, Gideon McGribbons.
McGribbons once in on the action here. 1-1 here from Tommy Heaps. Not a home run, but that will hit off the wall. Runner will go first to third, and it's at the corners for the Mythic, looking for even more damage. Here is Spicy Dupole. Three and one to Dupole. Fouled back for a full count. Runners will go here. And that is hit well into right center. That is off the wall. That will score 2 more, and it's 8-2 Mythic. Have absolutely blown this one wide open here. Hit through the lineup easily, because here's the first man with the 2-run home run, Emerson Ahmed. Hunted for another one, but gonna come up just a bit short, as that's caught by Harold for out number 3, but 7 runs in the top of the 4 for the Mythic. They now lead 7-2. Be right back. I'm gonna go check if my AC is running or not. It doesn't feel like it is.
Now batting, the catcher, number 33, Mulberry Sasso.
That's a strike.
The designated hitter, number 23, Aiden McGuire.
That's a strike. That's a strike.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, Ford Theodorus.
That's a strike. Foul. Foul.
That one.
Now batting, the shortstop,
All right.
number 11, Bryant Bowen.
Bowen with a screamer into center field. A dive and attempt by Kent. But it's overhead and off the wall. That's a double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6, Ben Haberhead.
Hammerhead goes up the middle, and runners will be at the corners for the Mythic.
Now batting, the catcher, number 32, Vip Vance.
Right to Tang there for out number 2.
The second baseman, number
Here
29,
is Ding Hale. Yikes.
Now pitching, Charlie.
Out goes Heaps, in comes Zamora.
First baseman, number 15, Testy Figueroa.
Strike. Strike at 3. You're out.
Now batting,
Sheldon's finding a bit of his own here. He's gotten to locked in here.
That's a strike.
That back-to-back strikeouts now. His K count on the season is up to 12. Ground to Hale, and that's going to be another 1-2-3 inning for Sheldon and the Mythic. We go top 6, still 7-2 here.
Now batting, the third
9-1-2.
baseman, number 12, Tuple Villegas.
No, outside.
That one is caught by Figueroa.
Fielder, number 9, Gideon McGribbons.
It's fouled off. 0-2 to McGribbons. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Down he
number
goes.
8, Spicy Duco.
Swing, gonna miss. Bottom of the sixth we go. Harold, Kent, and Tang do up.
The left fielder, number 20, Clark Harrell.
Grounded to Hale. In time to do pull for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 8, Cecilia Kent.
That's a strike. Ball.
Popped up first base side. It'll be Dupole making the grab. That's out number 2.
Batting, the second baseman, number 5, Abel Tang.
No, it's not. Ball. No bubble.
Ugh, sorry.
Number 88, Evelyn Atmore.
Locks first base runner that Sheldon's given up here in a bit.
But that's a strike.
Let's put a runner on here for Evelyn Hatmore. And she rockets one into center field. That one's over the head of Theodorus. He dives for it. Nowhere close to it, and that's going to let her run in.
Now batting,
To a 7-3 ball game.
33, Mulberry Sasso. Now pitching, Earl Watts.
And that will do it for Shelton. In comes Watts.
No, no.
Much easier play here for Theodorus. Makes the grab for out number 3. Head to the top of the 7th. It's Ahmed, Theodorus, and Bowen.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 70, Emerson Hoffman.
No, it's not. Outside. Strike. High. But that's a strike.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2, Ward Theodorus.
Strike. Ball inside. But that's a strike.
Woo! Theodorus gets punched out for another time here tonight. 2 away.
Ryan
Here
Tolan.
is Bowen. That's right to Figueroa for round number 3. We'll go bottom of the 7th here. McGuire, Figueroa, and Stiff Bottom do up.
The designated hitter, number 23, Aiden McGuire.
This one's popped up. Popped for out number 1.
Batting, the first baseman, number 15, Hesty Figueroa.
Strike.
Bull gets to the bag for round number 2.
Batting, the third baseman, number 4, Tommy Stiffbottom.
No, outside. Down.
Pulling off a hop to Dupole. Quiet 7th, we go to the 8th.
Round roll sushi. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6, Finn Hammerhead.
2-2.
Ball.
This is low to Hammerhead, full count. Grounder to Tang. And that's some time to figure out for round number 1.
Batting, the catcher, number 32, Vamp Vance.
Chopper up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for the Mythic. 1 on, 1 out here, top 8.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 29, Ding Hale.
That does a strike. Foul.
Ground to the third, stiff bottom to second, gets the lead runner, but that's all they'll get.
The third baseman, number 12, Topo Villegas.
2 down here for Villegas.
That does a strike. Strike.
And lined right to stiff bottom for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th here. Skulls facing a 4-run deficit. Oh, wow. Several players out, in and out for the Mythic here. That's 1 pitch, and that is 1 out here for the 8th. Earl Watts moves to locked in. That one, though, scoots for a base hit. Runner aboard here. Mojo back down for Watts. Here's the home run hitter, Kent. Has the runner on. Can she do it once again here? Tries her best, but Theodoris will make the grab there for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 5, Abel Tang.
Fouled back, 0-2.
No, fast look.
And that has popped up behind home plate. Tony Duke actually comes to the game. Ooh, he won't get healthy. That's not a great situation for your backup catcher to be in.
Gideon McGribbon.
That's hot.
Grimmons gets aboard with leadoff base hit into right center.
The first baseman, number 8, Spicy.
Here is Dupole, 2 for 4 today. 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Oh my goodness! That one is gone. Don't think we're going to need extra innings in this one. So it looks like the Mythic will move to 6-0 in live games
Number 17,
and sit at 0-4 in simmed games. Kind of an interesting dynamic there.
That's a strike.
now batting, center fielder, number 2, Ford Theodoris. Now pitching, Lina Walter.
Double. No, no.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the short,
That Theodoris
number
again.
11, Bryant Bowen. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6, Ben Hammerhead.
No, inside.
Hammerhead goes up the middle, and it'll be 2 on and 2 out here.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18, Tony Duke.
Yikes, Tony Duke.
That's a strike.
Who did the Mythic play in Sims versus Watch? That's a good point. So let's take a look. So in their first 4, they played the Unicorns, the Stingers, the Storm, and the Quacks. And then in their 4 Sim games, they played the Cyclones, the Bombers, the High Rollers, and the Astros. So you make a good point. The Sim games definitely had a much higher level of competition between, Bombers, High Rollers. Astros are still pretty good, even though they kind of went on a streak there. Cyclones are a weird team. There's no two ways about it. Cyclones are just... and they just got on the bad side of that. I mean, they played... it was 9-4 to the Bombers, but it was 7-9 to the High Rollers, so they played them pretty close. And I'm pretty sure the Astros lost. It was 3-4. That happened in extra innings, I'm fairly certain. So some close games and maybe a little bit of bad luck there against the Astros in the Sim. So you make a good point there. They took care of business when they needed to. Maybe some bad luck in the Sims. Oh, I don't know how that wasn't a beanball.
Number 23, Aiden McGuire.
Strike.
Two down, last chance here. Testy Figueroa.
Testy Figueroa.
That's a strike. Outside.
2-2. Left side, Bowen deep in the hole. The throw in time for out number 3. And Mythic will win it by a final score of 9-3. It's 3-2-9. So to the main menu. That gives the Mythic a 1.5 lead over the rest of the division. It was 15 hits for the Mythic. Wow. 2 chunks there. You have 1 through 3 going 2 hits, 3 hits, 2 hits. Then you have Theodorus who went... Oh my gosh! Theodorus went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts? Oh. I don't even know what you call that. A platinum sombrero? Yikes. And then you got Bowen with 2 hits, Hammerhead with 3 hits, Vance with 2 hits, a 3-run home run off the pole. Dupole with 4 RBIs. Wow. I can't get over that. 5 strikeouts. 7 hits for the Skulls. Dealing with more than 1 was Hatmore. She went 2 for 4. Drove in a run. Cecilia Kent with a 2-run home run. And then let's see. Shelton gets the win. 3 earned through 5 2/3. Just missed the quality start. Save goes to Watts. 3 1/3. Just 2 hits given up. He goes 1-1-1 on the season. Loss goes to Chung. 5 earned through 3 2/3. 2 home runs given up. Just 4 strikeouts. Eaps and Zamora both give up a pair of earned runs. And then Walter is clean. It's a Mythic sweep. It's Dupole, Vip Vance, and Emerson Ahmed on the MVP board. And we go to our final game of the week. It's going to be the High Rollers and the Diamond Jacks. Is there... Oh, there is a lurking donut boy, it seems. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe my chat thing is still messed up. Anyone see if Donut's in the chat? It says it is on mine, but then when I go at E, no matches. So maybe he's. Oh, he is there. Okay. I don't know why my chat window is weird. All right, Donut. Do you want to make any changes here? Oh, you already have a thing in your chat. Duh. Okay. The Valenzuela at catcher if Randall has 2 or more. Does not. So Randall will play. Long stop and left. Lloyd moves all the way up to 2. Charlie Merritt. Got Hickman. Bruno. So Sawyer. Davidson. Tina Tygo is playing. Whoops. Third base. Randall. Catcher. She is there. It's Rosales. And then Nala Maloney comes back in. Then the number 2 which is indeed Frigate. Play ball there. And then I'll give the suggested lineup to the Diamond Jacks. See if Washi changes. And Maloney did have that clutch home run against like the Serpents a couple weeks ago, so but she's probably your weakest bat. It does seem like she has not the greatest average, if I remember. All green, okay. And it is Villarreal. Okay, yeah. Alright, play ball, our last game of the week. We go to Lafayette Corner. Fair game where we see the High Rollers as the away team, actually. Just lied out of my teeth. 3 of their first 4 were away games, so I know. Okay, so fix this. So we've got be this. That.
Now back, the left fielder, number 5, Judd Longstop.
The Dragons are 4-5 at -21. How in the world?
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2, Kylie Lloyd.
How did they beat the Lumberjacks? That just... it's crazy.
Designated hitter, number 60, Charlie Merritt.
2 down. Here is Merritt. Had the 3-run home run last night. Take his home run count up to 5, but grounds this one to Franklin. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Villarreal. And we go to the bottom of the first. So let's see, High Rollers sit at 7-2. Diamond Jacks at the bottom of the division right now at 3-5. Only at a -3 run differential. Diamond Jacks had a couple of tough 1-run losses at the beginning of the season. 12-13 to the Astros, 11-12 to Unicorns. won 3 in a row against the Skulls, the Cyclones, and the Serpents, and have dropped their last 3 to the Storm, the Quacks, and the Mythic. And I think it's pretty safe to say it's been the pitching. Giving up 63 runs so far this season, and it's been 26 out of their last 3 games. 8 to the Storm, 8 to the Quacks, and 10 to the Mythic. This is popped up, and we will have a quiet first inning from both sides.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11, Miles Hickman.
Ball inside.
I mean, yeah, Villarreal, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but seems to be
Ball outside.
the one guy that stands out for the wrong reason of the first chunk of pitchers taken. Because, I mean, I don't really know what Guzman's numbers are for the Monstars, but I think they're all right. He did have a short first start because he had an injury. But we saw Gutierrez last night. He's been great. Then you have Villarreal. I don't know Becky Hernandez's numbers. But I feel like Pacheco's been decent. Back Church. Don't know about. I don't 100% know about Frigate. I think Frigate may be a relief pitcher for the Retrievers. Yeah. The long reliever for the Retrievers. So that guy's had some up and downs. He did blow a couple of saves, but I mean, he's probably still got around a 3 or 4 ERA. Don't know about Harrington, Skulls. Ghost McGregor, I feel like it's been okay. And then we just talked about Piston Lee. So honestly, I mean, I think it was a bad first outing for Villarreal because like he did have that game against the Unicorns. He's the ace. So had the Astros outing where it was pretty bad, but then 9-5 against the Serpents. I don't know how much that was his or not. So maybe just a bad first start, but so I think that's at least the first thing, at least off the cuff now. I mean, it'd be nice if, Jason Zhang, didn't blow saves. I mean, he's 254, and maybe, I mean, I don't know what you might want to do at midway point, but it'd be interesting if you threw a couple of pitches on him and made him a starter. See if he's got ace material on him, if he's not happy in the closing role, What the heck, I mean, 75, 85, 94, just about any pitch would work on him. Just want to do some science experiments at some point.
The first baseman.
Or if you just add one pitch, put him in the long reliever role and see what happens. Or yeah, trade him. Like if you just want to, just kind of pull down. I mean, Diamondbacks do have pieces. You've got Zhang, you have Bo, and
Number 5, Nala.
is it Carr? That's also, yeah, I think it's Carr. That's the big home run hitter. Chuff Chester's pretty good. I mean, this team, by the numbers, isn't bad. I mean, I was looking at the ranks. I mean, the Diamondbacks are top 10 in both position and pitching. It just hasn't been able to get put together yet. It's just been a bit disjointed. Just maybe some bad luck and maybe a couple other things. Who knows? But could just be a matter of shuffling a couple things, or maybe it's just better to tear it down. Who knows?
Number 5, Judd Longstop.
As Olmec will say, the choices are yours and yours alone. Go bottom of the third. It's scoreless so far. Here's Jimmy Hyark going against Frigate, Franco Frigate. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Frigate. 13th on the season, making a baker's dozen. There's a shot, and who other than Louis Vo was seen his praises just a moment ago, and the Diamond Jacks have the early lead.
Third baseman, number 16, Jamie Sandoval.
Swing and a miss there for Frigate. Trying to get the mojo back.
Number 23, Papua Flores.
That was the first hit of the game, too, for the Diamond Jacks. Swing and a miss. So 1-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. It's Lloyd, Merritt, and Hickman due up.
The center fielder, number 2, Kindly Lloyd.
I mean, right here, right now, this result still withstanding. I feel like the only team it's clearly over and done for is the Stingers. Like, the performance today really cemented that. You have a perfect game taken into the 8th inning by your ace starter. You have 11 hits. You cannot score a run. And he pitches 10 innings, too. He even threw a couple pitches in the 11th, and you found a way to lose. Like, Stingers, I think, are the first team that we can definitively say can be a seller at the midway point. I still think we have a few more data points for a few other teams, but you can call a few more teams that are on the brink for sure. Yeah, they've lost back-to-back Guy Young starts 1-0. Like, he can't do any more. I mean, he'll probably be in the top 10 on both ERA and strikeouts when we look at the leaderboard after this game. So here you go, bottom of the fourth, Anders Franklin will start things off. Woo, strike 3 call.
A designated hitter, number 42, Alberto Carr.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs. I think that's actually 4 strikeouts in a row now for Frigate. He is indeed back to locked in after giving up the solo home run to Vo. That is popped up and caught by Randall. For out number 3 we go, top 5. Just a 1-0 game here so far. Just 3 total hits in this game combined.
Number 23.
Tygo 1 for 1 today. Rounded to short. Franklin with the backhand. In time to Corvette for at number 1.
Catcher number 10, Adeline Randall.
Randall deep into center field. Deepest part of the park. It is. Oh, it's rocked by Vo!
Number 54, April Rosales.
Vo not only hits him, he steals him from the other team.
Ball, that's outside. Pitch high. Ball four, take a base.
But clearly shaken, Villarreal gives up a walk to Randall,
Number 5,
and that brings up Nala Maloney. So that was Rosales. And up the middle, that's a base hit. Maloney, what might be her second or third hit of the season, turns the lineup around here for Judd Longstop.
Number 5, Judd Longstop.
Cal is locked in, but the pressure is mounting here, and just a one-run game. A diving stop. Corvette can't handle it, and the bases are loaded for the High Rollers. And the mojo is down for Real, and who other than Lloyd up to the plate has had a clutch bat at times this season. Needs a base hit to tie this game up. 1-1 the count. Down the third baseline, it's a fair ball. A long throw from Sandoval is in time. And that will leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Just got the throw there in time to keep it 1-0.
Ball, that's low.
1-2 the count to Platoon. Platoon chops one in front of home plate. Randall from behind it throws it down to Rosales for out number 1.
First baseman, number 55, Bonnie Corvette.
Corvette grounded to Maloney. And that's to Rosales in time for out number 2. Ooh, Jimmy Hyart. 083.
That's inside.
I really wish it gave us like a bottom 10 too. Just like, who is doing awful. Be interesting. Unfortunately, I guess there's no way for them to really, because I don't think they really do like a qualified batters measure. So it would probably just be like 10 players who got like 2 or 3 pinch hitting opportunities and went 0 for on them. So probably wouldn't be anything too interesting. I guess we'll see him once we, like, my plan is at the halfway point to pull out the stats and have a aggregating, like at least have it on like a team, like a Google Sheets file, so it can be referenced and stuff. This is popped up into right. And caught by Harris.
The second baseman, number 11, Miles
Okay,
Hickman.
I will do just that. Another one popped up. This is behind home plate, Chester, and those are
Now batting,
2 quick
right
outs
field,
here.
Number 19, Bruno Davidson.
Into Franklin in time. A quick 1-2-3 inning, and we're to the bottom of the 6th. Here's the difference maker, Louis Vo. Hit the home run. Strikes out. Frigate gets revenge.
Ball, that's outside.
Jamie Sandoval.
Off the end of his bat, and that will get down for a bomber special. So a runner aboard here in the bottom of the 6th for the Diamond Jacks. Here is Kahua Norris.
Kahua Norris.
Ball, that's low. Pitch hard. Oh, ball.
Swing and a miss. Here's see how many strikeouts Frigate has in this one.
Inside.
Guess he's around 6 or 7. 1-2 the count here to Franklin. Swing and a miss. Top of the 7th we go. Tygo, Randall, and Rosales due up.
Number 23.
That's inside.
Tygo grounds it to second. Norris to Corvette, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10, Adeline Randall.
That's going to be a gapper down into center field off the wall. But Vogt gets to it quickly and throws it in. And it's not going to be extra bases, actually. Not a lot of speed on the runner, though. So it's a runner on. April Rosales comes to the plate. Oh, that one's just out of the reach of the second baseman. It goes all the way to the wall. And runner will go first to third, and the High Rollers are 90 feet away from tying things up. It's Nala Maloney at the plate. What can she do here? The pressure mounting. Villarreal is still locked in. It's a grounder to Franklin. And the only thing he can do is, oh, just a step away from turning two and ending the inning. But just beat it out, Maloney, by a step. And it's a tie game at 1 apiece. Franklin makes the grab there for out number 3, but we're tied at 1 apiece going to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Carr, Chuffchester, and Platoon due up for the Diamond Jacks. Swing and a miss. Chuffchester, center field, back it goes, it is gone! Wow, that one kind of hung up there. I was going to be interested to see if that was going to have enough to clear the batter's eye. I thought it might have been a wall scraper, but it actually gets deposited in the second deck, and the Diamond Jacks take the lead again. It's been 2 solo shots for the Diamond Jacks. I don't want to watch that home run again. I really was curious. I didn't think it had quite that much oomph behind it. It's kind of kept on pushing its way into center field. And that will do it for Frigate. Into the game comes Augustus Norman. Runner on and 2 outs. Norman right now with a 4.91 ERA. 1.5 whip, 8 strikeouts. Slow roller charging is Hickman, and a quick flip to Rosales retires the side. But the Diamond Jacks take the lead 2-1 as we go top 8. There'll be Lloyd, Merritt, and Hickman combined 1 for 9 on the night so far. It's Shark Lopez in the game here for the Diamond Jacks now. 2-1, 3-1. Finds his own on the curveball. Fouled off by Lloyd. Oh, strike 3 called. 1 down, and Charlie Merritt comes to the plate. And he gets a base hit. Tying run aboard here for the High Rollers. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Miles Hickman comes to the plate. RBI hero not active here. I don't think they'll have an opportunity to try and push the runner over. Not a lot of speed, but they will try. It was a hit and run though. Fouled off 1-2. Strike 3 called! Inside corner, he rings them up there, 2 down. And here is Bruno Davidson, 0 for 3 on the night. Traits galore right now. That is down into left, a base hit that moves the tying run into scoring position for the High Rollers. And it's Tina Tygo. And Victor Hamilton will come in the game for the Diamond Jacks. Can Tygo make up for her error last night? Try and tie the games up for her High Rollers here. 0-2 the count. She fouls this one off, staying alive here. Inside 2-2. Just gets a piece of that one. Pops it up. Looks like it's going to stay in play. Maybe Corvette has enough room for out number 3 and will head to the bottom of the 8th. It's Vo, Sandoval, and Norris due up for the Diamond Jacks.
Center fielder, number 48, Louis Vo.
It's a foul ball, and it will stay foul. 1-2 to Vo. Swing and a miss.
Third baseman, number 16, Jamie Sandoval.
No, no.
And a swing and a miss from Sandoval. That's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 23,
Here's a very angry Kahua Norris.
No, inside.
Oh, Tygo with a diving snag to send us to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the High Rollers. 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order.
Randall.
That's right. That's inside.
Slow roller up the middle, charging is Norris. The throw in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here is a locked-in April Rosales. She's 1 for 2 here tonight with a walk. 355 on the season, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, swing and a miss from the first pitch Slayer. That's going to be a base hit into right, and the tying run is aboard once again for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the shortstop.
What can Nala Maloney do here? Last time she was up, she brought home a run. Oh no, Corvette to Franklin, back to first. They turn the double play this time, and the Diamond Jacks win. Diamond Jacks with a huge win there over the High Rollers, 2-1, and give the High Rollers their 3rd straight loss. 2-1 the final. High Rollers out-hit the Diamond Jacks 9-4, but are only able to plate 1 from Nala Maloney, who then grounds out into a game-ending double play. All of the starters except for Lloyd gets a hit in this one for the High Rollers. And for the Diamond Jacks, just 4 hits, 2 of them solo home runs from Vo and Chuffchester. And then it's Corvette and Sandoval, the only other 2 hits. 12 strikeouts from the Diamond Jacks offensively. Norris at the top of the order with a sombrero. And the loss goes to Frigate, 6 2/3, a very tough luck loss. 6 2/3, 2 earned, 10 strikeouts, but 2 solo home runs surrendered. The win will go to Shark Lopez. He went an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and the save goes to Hamilton, his first of the season. And your MVPs are Frigate, Villarreal, and Dragoon Chuffchester. And that will wrap things up for week number 9. All right, let's take a look at the league leaders. So our top 10, Elliot Duncan still leads the way. Then we got Leon Praline hitting .568, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs. Guy Young, .188, 1 2, as we know. 24 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts. Let's see, Nina Nakor, the long reliever for the wrong fielders. RJ Daughtery. Graham Fisher for the Bombers. Dit Vance with 7 home runs. Seth Peck with 7 home runs. And Gideon McGribbons and Spicy Dupold. Man, 3 mythic players on this leaderboard. Let's take a look at the batting. So Praline is 1 RBI away from at least a first half triple crown. Far and away on the batting average, .568, over 50 points ahead of second place Gregory McFurlow. And then another 30-ish points ahead of third place, Screw Brazon. Got a four-way tie at home runs. Vit Vance, Spicy Dupole, Praline, and Seth Peck with 7. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Mythic players on this list. A pair with 7, McGribbons with 6, and Ahmed with 5. And the surprising thing, Ford Theodoris isn't on this list. Maybe not all that surprising with the 5 strikeouts we saw earlier. The Diamond Jacks won 2-1, Kawashi. High Rollers tied it up. Then Dragoon Chuffchester hit a solo home run into center field in the bottom of the 6th or the 7th. And then that was pretty much all the action. The High Rollers had a couple chances, but couldn't get anything in, and that was it. Got Vit Vance at 19, and that was tonight too. He had 3 of those tonight. Praline at 18, Peck with 17. Once again, 3 Mythic players up here. Let's see. Got on base percentage is Praline. Praline leads all of this. Hits is Praline now, tied with Faulkner. Faulkner did have the game-winning infield single tonight. Praline extra base hits, 3 Mythic players behind her. Strikeouts, though, Pork Curly, Louis Vode. The biggest thing affecting the Mythic right now is their top 5 or top 6 pick. I forgot what it was. I think it was 6th overall. Or no, 7th overall after J.R. Prince was taken from. Ding Hale with 15 strikeouts. He has just not been able to get into a groove at all. That's really the biggest thing hurting the Mythic right now, I think. Run scored is McGribbons with 14. Stolen bases is still Adele Gordon. We haven't seen that move for a couple weeks, actually, now. For quite a while, actually. I think even past the Sims. Well, it's still been Adele Gordon at the top, though, is, I guess, what is actually the statement there. We go to pitching. Wins is still pretty tight up there. And it's R.J. Daughtery, the only player left with a perfect ERA. And it's the big man Duncan, Rusty Diligence, Cara March, Hector Bessie, Levi Ramirez, Tyke Gutierrez for the High Rollers. So 2 High Rollers on this list. Pepperonis, Annabelle Mason, Gray Anubis. Saves is Daughtery, Pacheco, Elliot Duncan. Whip, we've got Duncan at .56, Pepperonis .6. Opponent batting average, Annabelle Mason. Strikeouts, Abraham Fisher. Hey, look at that. A bomber. Guy Young, 24. Carson Keith. Almost the entire list with 20 plus. Bruce Charles, the last man up here with 19. Strikeouts per 9, it's Alani Push-Ups and Teal Pacheco. Walks per 9, still a lot of zeros up there. Strikeout to walk ratio, Fisher. And that will do it for the top 10. We'll go ahead and look at what the schedule looks like for next week. So we will go to 120. Some easy math, 10. So, let's see what our games will be next week. So we start off with Express Walkers, Monstars, Wrong Fielders, Serpents Quacks, Knights Area 51, Storm Cyclones, Retrievers Dragons, Express Moonshots, Unicorns Astros, Bombers Diamond Jacks, Sonics Lumberjacks, Monstars Liberty, and Stingers and the Quacks. That in stream announcements, just that's where I've been putting it, so might as well keep it there. And we'll just take a quick look at what the standings look like. So it's the Bombers leading the way in the Phenoms, a game and a half over the High Rollers. It's the Cyclones and the Astros at 5 and 4. Mythic, a game and a half lead over the Storm and the Quacks and the Unicorns. Got a 3-way tie in the Legends division at 6 and 3 with the Wrong Fielders, Lumberjacks, and Retrievers. And we've got the Moonshots a game up over the Walkers and Area 51. Well, that will do it for me tonight and for this week. Thank you all for tuning in for another great week of the SSBL. And I will see you all next time. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.